Hey guys, Josh back again, the alien you call God. Today I'm going to be doing the top 10 post-hardcore EPs of 2024. Post-hardcore is kind of like, a lot of people call it screamo, um, but it can have a range. It can be more like mathcore leaning. There's like emo violence, which is like almost like kind of grindy. And then stuff like more mellow, like Thursday, or even more poppy, kind of like, can't think of a good example of that, but like some, like even like Gavin Dance is like kind of post-hardcore in a sense, but like you know, so there's like the subgenre has a pretty wide array of stuff, but generally it's called post-hardcore, scrams, or screamo. I call it post-hardcore myself. I don't really like the term screamo, and I hate the term scrams, but yeah, I never use the word scrams ever. But it is what it is. People call it those variety of names. But today we're going to do the top. It's going to be like a relatively short one. Top 10 post-hardcore EPs. I'm working on the full lengths right now. Should be finished by tomorrow. Um, but yeah, EPs. Like I said, I kind of stick to 7 tracks or below. If it's 8 tracks or above, I kind of put it in. Um, I consider it like a short full-length album. Um, there is one album that's like one track that's 40 minutes long, so obviously I consider that like a full-length album. I'm not going to put it in this, but there's one album in here that's probably like should be considered a short full-length, but it's like got 6 or 7 tracks. They're just long tracks, but threw it in this section anyways. Um, anyways, we're going to be starting with number 10. Number 10 is Sonagi. They are from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They have a new EP called Everything is Longing. I'm going to toss the picture up for you there. Fix it up. Yeah, and they're pretty much your standard post-hardcore screamo. Um, they call themselves gay screamo, so I don't. Maybe they're all LGBTQ plus members or have some members of it. They've put out some stuff since 2021, so they're a relatively new band. Looks like their first EP was 2022, and so this is their second EP. Prior to that, they only released a single, so they don't have a ton of stuff to listen to. But this EP is pretty good, and I'm going to play. There's only 4 tracks on it, and I'm going to play you the first one, which is called Rain Shadow. That was Rain Shadow by Philadelphia's Sonagi. As you could tell, the title track of the title of the album came from a lyric in the song. The pretty new band to me. I might have listened to the previous album. I can't remember. It was a couple years ago. But yeah, this is like really solid post-hardcore screamo stuff. So only 4 tracks on the album, but they're all really good. So definitely worth listening to. Um, don't have too much more to say about them because I don't really know so much about this band particularly. They're pretty new to me, but glad to have discovered them. That was number 10 on our list of the top 10 post-hardcore EPs of 2024. Moving on to number 9, we are going to Stockholm, Sweden, to a band. Oops, let's fix this up. To a band called Together to the Stars. They released a. I don't even know if you could really call this an EP. It's 6 tracks. The shortest track is 6 minutes long. The longest track is 8 minutes. So it's like, it's definitely like as long as a full length album. But I tossed it in here anyways, just because it's like only got a few tracks on it. Definitely as long as a full length album. So I mean, I'm probably maybe they have an unfair advantage, but it's a great album. This is more like of the kind of black gaze kind of uh, aspect of the post-hardcore realm. Black gaze is kind of like black metal or post-black metal meets like shoegaze with a screamo aspect to it. Really good album. Like I said, 6 tracks. All of them are really long. They're from Stockholm, Sweden. Looks like they've got been getting a ton of support, and they're they'll be touring Europe in February and March. But yeah, I really love this album. I was gonna put it higher. It's just like the other albums are like I mean, this album's pretty long. Um, the other albums are shorter, and they got like some more tracks that I'd like listen to more regularly. But this album as like a whole is really fucking solid. I'm going to play you a song called Earthbound, which is the shortest track at 6 minutes and 1 second on the album. But all the songs are really good. Gravity Eater's also really good. Yeah, The Fragile Silence from Together to the Stars from Stockholm, Sweden. This is Earthbound. That was Earthbound by Together to the Stars from Stockholm, Sweden, number 9 on my list of top 10 post-hardcore EPs of 2024. Um, really like this album. Like I said, it's definitely longer than all the rest of them. Probably should have been qualified as a full-length album. Like I said, the songs are minimum. There's 6 songs, there's 6 tracks, and they're minimum 6 minutes long, right? That was the shortest track on the album, and it was a pretty long one. But great album nonetheless. Really solid. First, I'm listening to these guys, so they're a new band to me, and really, really, really enjoyed them. Moving on to number 8, we got a split EP from Massanera and Quiet Fear. Massanera is from Linden, New Jersey, and Quiet Fear is from Los Angeles, California. And despite what it sounds like, Massanera actually sings in English, and Quiet Fear sings in Spanish. They're all Spanish American members that kind of started the band because they saw that Spanish speaking like a Spanish language singers and songwriters and bands of this nature were kind of underrepresented, so they kind of started this band to give themselves a voice in the space, right? I'm sorry, a voice in the space. And so yeah, the album is called Cuatro Vientos Cinco Soles. And it's got 7 tracks with 3 tracks from each artist. The 7th track is actually a track where they play together. I like some of the I like songs from both bands, but I'm a little bit more bigger fan of Massanera. But I'll play one from each. I'll play the 2nd and 3rd track, Quiet Fears, Entre las Manos y el Colmillo, and Massanera's Division. These are the 2nd and 3rd tracks off the album. And yeah, this is just basically pretty much straight up kind of post-hardcore, or what some people call emotional hardcore. Yeah, definitely a little bit more raw, less polished than the last album for sure. That last album had really good production on it. This one's like a little bit more garagey sounding, but yeah, great album all around. And I'm gonna play the 2 tracks for you now. So that last track was by Massanera. The one prior to that was from Quiet Fear. Quiet Fear's track was called Entre las Manos. Oops, can't read the whole thing. Oh my God. Entre las Manos y el Comillo. And Massanera's track was called Division. Like I said, Massanera is from New Jersey. They also put out a second EP, which was a live EP called Pio Giadanza Sessions. Pio Giadanza Sessions. I hope I said that right. But this was the split EP with Massanera and Quiet Fear. Massanera out in New Jersey, Quiet Fear out of Los Angeles. The album's called Cuatro Vientos Cinco Soles, and like I said, 3 tracks from each band, and then a 7th track where the bands collaborate together. Great little EP. Like I said, a little bit more raw. I love that last track, which had like a bit more emo in it. Really enjoyed this record, and that was number 7 on the list of the top 10 post-hardcore EPs of 2024. Moving on to wait, that would have been 8, right? 8? Let me double check. That would have been 8. Sorry, number 8 on the list. And it took me. I forgot to put the album cover up, but this is currently the album cover that from the album right there. I actually really like this album cover too. It's got like kind of a little bit of painting and a little bit of collage. Yeah, reminds me of like. Got like a little bit of a serial killer vibe, like maybe like a Zodiac killer kind of vibe going on, but I really like it. Anyways, moving on to number 7. We're going to Genoa, Italy, for a band called Helgo. And Helgo is not a band I had ever listened to before this year, but I really love this EP. It's got 7 tracks. Little bit more jazzy in nature. They qualify themselves as like post-hardcore, post-rock, and with a little bit of sludge thrown in. I'm gonna play you just the opening track, "Worn Out," but particularly the first few tracks on this album are absolute bangers. It's also for like being in this section. It's a pretty long album. Like it's 7 tracks, and the shortest song is 4 minutes and 13 seconds, with the longest being about 6.5 minutes. So I don't know if you would technically qualify this as an EP. It's probably like a short full length. But I basically, just to make things easy, everything that's 7 tracks or below, unless they're like 10-minute long tracks, I throw it in this section. So this is Helgo. The album's called Etiquette, by the way, and I'm going to play you the song "Worn Out." Man, do I ever love that song. That's the this EP is excellent, man. This Helgo, the EP is called Etiquette. They're out of Genoa, Italy. First I've heard of this band, and they're amazing, absolutely amazing. Like the first, when you first hear the opening of that track, it kind of reminds me of like At the Drive-In a little bit. Maybe like a little bit more of an emo version, like less math rocky, more emo. But great album, absolutely great album. That's number 7 on my list of top 10 post-hardcore EPs of 2024. Moving on to number 6, we're going to Australia, to Adelaide, for a band called December. This is a 6-track EP, and it's a bit of a concept EP, which is reflecting on losing somebody you love. On their Bandcamp, it says, "We understand death only after it's placed its hands on someone we once loved." The EP's called "The Words I Wish I Said," which is obviously, a hint about the concept of the EP. And if you look at the track titles, they're all kind of like hospice, wilted, in waiting, heaven sent, compassion, residual. They all kind of deal with that theme, right? So this is like it's a really beautiful and a very sad album. So it's also, you can download it for free on their Bandcamp or pay what you can. So I really recommend you go there and support this band. Like throw them like maybe a buck or two to download the album, because it's really well done. And like I said, this is less mathy. This is definitely more of that emo leaning side of post hardcore, but really enjoy this album. And I'm gonna play you the song "In Waiting," which is the 3rd track on the album. So this is December's "In Waiting" from their new EP, "The Words I Wish I Said," out of Adelaide, Australia.
Just
That was In Waiting from December's new EP, The Words I Wish I Said, out of Adelaide, Australia. As you can see, a very highly reflective, dark, sad, brooding album and atmosphere. Musically, highly reminiscent of bands like Defeater. And if you tune into my stream tomorrow, where I do the full lengths, the post-hardcore full length, my list of best post-hardcore full length albums from last year, you'll see that the Defeater guys have a new side project. But I actually like this better than that. This is like the best era of Defeater, right? So really love this album. Probably should actually put it higher than number 6 now that like I'm listening to it again. But like yeah, really enjoy this album. And you should definitely check these guys out. Pay what you can on Bandcamp, so you can download it for free if you want, or if you want to toss them a couple bucks, they totally deserve it. I really hope these guys come and tour North America, because I would really enjoy seeing these guys. And they're at number 6 on my list of the top 10 post-hardcore EPs of 2024. Moving on to 5, we are going to Switzerland. I'm not actually sure what city they're from. I will look that up while the song's playing. But this is the band Wind Shelter, and they have a new EP out called Ethereal. It's 4 tracks. Little bit more metallic, hardcore leaning, post-hardcore. I still throw them in this realm, but like they got that screamo aspect to them. But they definitely have like a more of a metalcore vibe to them. But I'm going to play you the song Visions. There's only 4 tracks on this album, so this one's like a true EP. But really dig this band. They go pretty hard. So with no further ado, this is Wind Shelter's song Visions off of their EP called Eternal. And they are out of Switzerland. Enjoy.
On every step, a puppet dance to watch you death. To watch your death. With them running your watching, you're just another casualty. You're just another casualty. faith in me, a boundless sky. A boundless sky. In this world so wide, I'd do anything for you.
I didn't mean to cut that out. So, I just wanted to stop and comment that uh, I put so that I didn't realize they actually released, because I was like, this EP is called Eternal, but they actually released two EPs, and I did not realize that. I only listened. They released another EP called Eternal, which the album cover, that's the album cover I have up over here, is for Eternal. This is the album cover for Ethereal. But I totally didn't realize that they released two EPs, so that's a surprise for me, because I was like, hey, I'm like, this, I didn't listen to this. I didn't listen to this album. So I was like, I was slightly confused there for a second. So that's why I stopped it, because I was like, I wanted to interject, because I was like, what's going on here? I actually accidentally clicked off it, because I was like so confused. I was like, wait, this is Ethereal, and I thought I was clicking on the image, but to download it, but I clicked off it by accident. When I clicked on it, it clicked off it. So I'll play you. That was the song Vision. The first song was the song Visions off Eternal. The second song that was playing was the title track Eternal off of Eternal. But they also have this EP, Ethereal, and this is also 4 tracks. So I'm gonna play you the song Mask off it, and as you can see, they kind of go from metalcore to, or metallic hardcore to post-hardcore, and with a few tracks blending both realms, but or both styles rather. Yeah, that was tripping me out, because I was like, wait, Eternal? Did I just like label this wrong in my files? But then I was like, oh shit, Eternal was released in November. Ethereal was released in February. I actually didn't even listen to Eternal until now. So those tracks were completely new for me. But I was like tripping out, because I was like, I never heard these tracks before. But in the meantime, I'll play you Mask, which is from Ethereal. The last track was Visions from Eternal.
A shade of grey, uncentered complexions, dark and bright. I can't find the balance. Denial is just a part of me. I'm on the edge of breaking. I'm on the edge of breaking. Would you let me break? Why'd you let me break? I stand in the maze of night, a hidden ember as a guiding light, a secret care, feelings to hide. You should know, I'm never satisfied. I'm never satisfied. Uncovering the truth of it, the secrets I keep locked and pale. Being blind, the lies I wear, revealing my face. It's just a mask. It's just a mask. A mask made of wax, redeemed in the lead of my innocent legs, and in trance like my tears.
So that was Mask off of Wind Shelter's Ethereal EP from February. The previous song that I played and the one that I kind of cut off was called Visions, and then the one that I cut off was called Eternal, which is the title track of their new EP, which is from November. So they actually released two EPs, and I did not realize that. But pleasant surprise for me because that Visions is an absolute banger track. That just like I was so confused because I hadn't heard that. I was like, this is not the track I meant to play. And then because I just played the top one on their Bandcamp because I was just figured I figured it was they only released one EP. But pleasant surprise, they got two EPs, Ethereal and Eternal. Go check them both out. They're out of the Vaud region of Switzerland, which is near Geneva, based on what I read. So I'm not sure if Vaud's a town. I'm assuming that's like a regional name as opposed to a city or whatever. But because they might be from a few different places. But excellent band, post-hardcore leaning, metallic hardcore. Um, Number 4 on the list of top, or sorry, number 5 on the list of top 10 post-hardcore EPs of 2024. Bringing us to number 4, which is out of the Bronx, New York. This is a band called Less Than None. And they are definitely also, they call themselves post-metalcore, to kind of give you an idea where their sound comes in. They released an EP called Identity Fading, and they are on Sonic Decoy Records. I'm going to play the song. I'm going to play the title track for you off the album, which is the last song on the EP. It's a 6-track EP. So yeah, there's somewhere in between progressive metalcore and post-hardcore, post-metalcore, whatever, however you want to qualify it. But I'll let you listen to it and decide for yourself where it stands. This is Identity Fading off Identity Fading by Less Than None out of Bronx, New York. That was Identity Fading from Less Than None out of the Bronx, New York. The EP is called Identity Fading, 6-track album. As you can see, definitely like more metalcore leaning, but the post metalcore brand kind of fits there because it's like post hardcore meets metalcore. And a little bit of I would say like a little touch of modern metal in there too, makes it a little bit more poppy sounding than say like sorry, Wind Shelter. But that is number 4 on our list of top 10 post-hardcore EPs of 2024. Number 3 is a 7-inch. It's the shortest release on this album. What where I put it in here? Where did it go? Wait, what? Trying to find the album cover, but it did not show up there. So let me go and grab that. This is a band called Nullity, and there's only 2 tracks on the EP. It's called Bear the Weight of Loss. There we go. Throw that up there. Only 2 tracks. One's the title track. The other one is called Sorrow and Self-Destruction. And I'm just going to throw up the first track, Sorrow and Self-Destruction. I really like this. This is more along the lines of stuff that like people that are into like Thursday and stuff like that will enjoy. It's like kind of melodic hardcore meets post-hardcore. I'm just going to play the song. You can see if you like it, but I really, really love both these songs. So I haven't heard this band before, so I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for any future releases because I was really impressed by these 2 tracks. That's the thing about releasing 2 tracks. You know, you're not getting bogged up by filler. If you got 2 bangers, it makes you seem like you're the most amazing band in the world, right? But yeah, these 2 tracks are amazing. Let's hope that they can keep the quality up, right? When they do end up putting out a full length. I'm unsure if they've put out anything else before because I'm not particularly familiar with this band. But this is Sorrow and Self-Destruction, so you can hear them for yourself. That was Nullity's Sorrow and Self Destruction off of their new EP, Bear the Weight of Loss, or I guess it's a 7-inch because it's only 2 tracks. Amazing, amazing album, super solid. Definitely got some like melodic hardcore in there, a little bit of post-hardcore. They're out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by the way. I had to look that up because I wasn't sure where they're from. It does look like they have at least another EP or two out as well. One's called Reap What You Sow. But yeah, definitely check them out because they sound amazing and they sound like they'd be really fun to see live. So I'm gonna definitely be keeping an eye out for them touring in Toronto or Buffalo, and hopefully I can catch them this year because that would make me super stoked. But yeah, that was Nullity's Bear the Weight of Loss out of Pittsburgh, number 3 on our list of top 10 post-hardcore EPs of 2024. Moving on to 2 is one of my favorite new bands. Their last couple albums and EPs have been some of my favorite releases of the year, and this one is no different. This is, of course, Ben Quad, another band out of Oklahoma City or Oklahoma in general. Like the quality of music coming out of Oklahoma is blowing my fucking mind, dude. It's not something I ever expected, but damn, it's just like it's making me want to go to Oklahoma. You got Ben Quad, you got Cliff Diver, you have Stomach Book. I can't remember. There was a couple on my favorite emo albums and EPs. There was a number of bands from Oklahoma City. Off the top of my head, I can't think of them, but like, dude, crazy amount of good music coming out of Oklahoma City, particularly, and Oklahoma in general. I mean, other than Los Angeles, I mean, it might be, it might have like the highest percentage of bands on my list in general, which is crazy. It's crazy to think about. But this is Ben Quad's Ephemera EP. It is a 4-track EP, or sorry, 5-track EP. And goddamn, is it ever good. The last album that they put out that I really loved was I'm Scared That's All There Is. I'm Scared That's All There Is, which was a 7-track EP from 2022, so a couple years ago now. But they have been putting out individual tracks like in the meantime. Are they on this album? Yeah, they put out like 3 tracks last year, and then I'm Scared That's All There Is in 2022, which is an absolute banger. Definitely 100% go listen to that album. It is amazing. They did come to Toronto and I missed them because I was working. I work a lot in the summertime because I set up concerts and music festivals. I did miss them. I was so disappointed because like I really want to see this band. But you know, in the meantime, we got Ephemera to listen to, which is such a treat. I'm going to play the middle track on the album, which is called Your Face is an Effigy, or Your Face as an Effigy, which is the 3rd track out of 5 on Ben Quad's new EP, Ephemera, out of Oklahoma City. Another freaking Oklahoma City band, absolutely killing it. But take a listen to the song and see how much they kick ass.
Don't ever say we didn't warn you.
That was Your Face as an Effigy from Ben Quad's new EP Ephemera out of Oklahoma City. Yet another killer Oklahoma City band. Absolute fucking banger. As you can tell, they're like super mathy. They got that mathy emo post-hardcore, almost like a little bit of melodic hardcore in there. Fucking killer band. It was so hard for me not to pick this as number one. It's only number two on our top 10 EPs top 10 post-hardcore EPs of 2024. And like, this album is so good that like it just speaks testament to the next EP on the list, which is the band Flyover States from Billings, Montana. And like Billings, Montana is another place that surprised me because they also are the home of the band Hey I Love You, who put out an album Hey I Loathe You, and that album is I had that on my best emo or my favorite emo albums of 2024, and that both of these albums are so good. So like the not only is the Oklahoma City scene crazy good, Billings, Montana, I don't maybe it's just like there's like nothing else to do in these places. I don't really know. I've never been to Montana and I've never been to Oklahoma, so I don't know much about them. But like, damn, Ben Quad, so fucking good, dude. And this new EP from Flower States is called Ghosts. It's only got 4 tracks on it, but hell if they aren't all absolute fucking bangers, dude. This album is crazy good, and like Ben Quad's album is also crazy good, but this is even better, which is just like I said, it just speaks testament to how good this album really is because Ben Quad has put out 2 of my favorite EPs of the last couple years, man. So I'm gonna play the song 40 Stripes Minus One, which is the second track. This is a very short EP. It's not even 10 minutes long, the whole entire thing, right? So like but I'm gonna play 40 Stripes Minus One. I might let a couple tracks play just because it's so damn good, bro. But yeah, Flower States, the new EP Ghosts. This is the song 40 Stripes Minus One. Those were the songs 40 Stripes Minus One and Exits off of Flyover State's new EP Ghosts out of Billings, Montana. Shout out to Oklahoma City and Billings, Montana for giving us some absolutely stellar bands the past year. It looks like Flyover States was a pretty new band. They put out their first EP last year called Anti-Aircraft. Followed it up here with Ghosts. Absolutely killer. I can tell why I personally like this band so much, because if you listen to 40 Stripes Minus One, like there is heavy. I mean, the clean singer is not like a Dallas Green or nothing, but there's heavy Alexis on Fire vibes. And I'm from St. Catharines, Ontario, the home of Alexis on Fire. I work at Born and Raised, every Born and Raised as a stagehand or stagehand supervisor. So I'm there setting up. I'm there from the beginning, setting up the stage, watching all the bands. Some of the best times of my my life have been at that festival, right? So, and I grew up listening to Alexis on Fire. I was at Alexis on Fire's very first show ever in Niagara Falls, and been following them ever since, like to their rise to stardom. This past year, I just watched them play. At Rogers Center, the Blue Jays Stadium. So I've seen them go from the basement, which is a bar that no longer exists in Niagara Falls, to Rogers Stadium, one of the biggest venues in all of Canada, right? So, 40 Stripes Minus One, is up there. It's up there with some really solid Alexis on Fire track, right? So, love this band, Flower States. Glad I found them. I missed their EP last year, but I'm glad I found this one. I'm gonna go back and listen to Anti-Aircraft. Absolutely killer band from Billings, Montana, which is also home to Hey I Love You, another absolutely killer band you should totally go listen to. Head over to their Bandcamp, take a listen, download it, shoot them for a couple bucks, go see them live if you get a chance. I know I will be looking out for them 100%. And that wraps up our top 10 post-hardcore EPs of 2024. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you discovered a few new bands. I will be back hopefully tomorrow with the top post-hardcore albums of 2024, so full-length albums. Even though a couple of these probably should have been on it because they're very long EPs, or they're kind of like album length, but they're with minimal tracks. But anyways, these were my favorite EPs from the post-hardcore realm of 2024. I will be back tomorrow with my favorite albums. Hope you enjoyed, and you can check out my YouTube page where I put up the VODs of all these at The Arbiter of Cool. Follow me on Instagram at The Arbiter of Cool. Or follow me here on Twitch at The Alien You Call God for more streams about new music. Got a few more lists from 2024 to do. Then I'll be highlighting new music, which I'm definitely behind on listening to because I've been so busy the last couple of weeks that I haven't been able to do as many streams and get this done as quick as I thought I was going to. But thank you for tuning in and sticking with me, and hope you enjoy the streams or VODs wherever you're watching. And I appreciate you listening, and I hope to bring you a lot more new music in the future. Bye for now.